Hey, this is Skate36. I talked in a previous video that I was going to be doing, you know, just gameplay videos. Here's, in case you can't tell, it's the HD Final Mix, the PlayStation 3. Yeah, I'm gonna start a new game real quick. And, gonna do Proud Mode. Just because. Gonna go manual and vibration. So, without further ado, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna just skip the intro. You know, copyright and all that. So, oh yeah. Oh, quick disclaimer. The Kingdom Hearts is owned by Disney and Square Enix, so I'm not making any money off of this. I'm just doing it for fun, basically. So here we go. Alright, I am back. Yeah. Actually, during the brief time I actually had to look something up because I forgot how I placed the stats. I'll get to that when I get to it, but when you have to make the choices in a few minutes, I forgot like how it worked. Because it's been a while since I've actually played this game. As for these three, there's still some people that don't really get what this does, but I mean, it clearly alters your stats. But there's some people who just don't get how much it does. For me, I always choose the sword, mostly because I mean, it's just easier when you get uber strong and you can just wipe out hordes of enemies with only attacks, and then conserve your mana for healing. So, or MP as it's called in this game. So yeah, gonna select the sword, power of the warrior, invincible courage, a sword of terrible destruction. Yes. Now, and in case you are wondering, yes, I am using my phone for this. But the shield, you definitely want to keep that. In fact, if it's your first time going through Proud Mode, my advice would be to take the shield if it's your first time. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of the power of the Mystic, the staff here, because there's plenty of Keyblades and items and equipment, accessories that will boost your magic. Not just boost it, but also give you more magic to spend. And there are plenty of Keyblades, like the Lady Luck later on, that will that gives you, I think, +2 magic. It gives you +2 magic, and then there's then combining it with other accessories will pretty much give you everything, all the magic you need. So yeah. There's one thing I had a problem with about this game is that this whole like sequence here is just way too long. Not just this, but the Destiny Island part. I mean, there was some. It was pretty fun on Destiny Island. Don't get me wrong, but this part here was just way too long. You know. Also, on the in the Kingdom Hearts 2, my God, it took me 6 hours just to get through that. 4 at the least. It was what it took me to get through that. Because they actually... And for those who didn't play 358 Days or the Chain of Memories, they were a bit lost. I'm pretty sure they were a bit lost. I mean, I played it since it first came out. I played not literally, like the first time it came out, back in 2002, I was playing the shit out of this game, even though I was only like 7 or 8 at the time. I was playing the shit out of this game even back then. And at the time, I mean, it was definitely an enigma. I mean, sorry, I kind of lose track of what I'm saying here and there. But yeah, this was a bit of an enigma because it was Final Fantasy and Disney. It was weird. And in fact, I'm pretty sure they thought it wasn't going to go over well because they leave out things that would lead to the second game. Like the hidden boss. Like a hidden boss later. It was only in the international version. I guess they were just waiting to see if it worked well over here. That's all of course, if anyone knows it otherwise, tell me. Alright. Yeah, just, I don't know, this, behold, items. There, lift it. There we go. And now... the door is opening. Okay, here's what I was talking about, the choices. Yeah, I was talking about look around. And playing the original back in 2002 and actually getting to play this, the HD, now you can see some serious differences. I mean, look, those clouds are crystal clear. It almost looks like a real cloud right there. And back in the 2002, the original, it did. I can tell you, those were just like two-dimensional graphics. You could tell that they were just like drawn there, and then look down there at the water. The fact is, it looks like Actually looks like an ocean to me. I can't help but think that it was an awesome idea to put it in HD. But okay, back to the choices. You see, these guys will give you 3 choices. And depending on which ones you pick, depends on how fast you level up. And I actually forgot how these worked. What are you afraid of? Getting old, being different, or being indecisive? If you say getting old for the first 40 levels of the game, for the first 40 levels that your character can get through, it'll be faster. You'll level up to be to be at a higher level quickly. Being different, it makes you level up like normally, equally throughout the game. And then there's the very bottom ones, which make you level up slow to begin with. It'll make you level up slow to begin with. And then, but after you get past level 40, your levels will be boosting. It'll boost your grinding later in the game, is what I'm saying. So, my advice is take the bottom ones, because after you get to the into levels 50s and 60s, you're going to be like, you won't get many levels, and you'll be grinding for hours just to gain a level or 2. And it can get a bit repetitive at the time. So, I always pick this. The first time I played this game, I just picked randomly. I didn't really know what it did. So, what do you want out of life? You can also pick different ones to see how it affects your levels. It's pretty good to just try different combinations to see what fits your playstyle. I don't know. Mostly, to be honest, if I had to answer honestly, I would pick. I pretty much would pick the bottom ones. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just pick the bottom ones and you'll get the dusk. Yeah, they're called dusk, midday, and evening, I think it is. You want to be strong, and which, to be honest, in any RPG, I like to collect neat things. I like to be a collector of items, and in MMOs, I always end up being. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Open the doors both far off and very near. Done. Alright, you know what? I'm coming up on a save point. So, this video is already 12 minutes long. So, okay, you know what? Actually, forget that. I think I'm just gonna hurry up and fight the boss here, fight Darkseid. I was just playing. Right now, I was just playing not too long ago, I managed to beat the Phantom of the Clock Tower and whatever the boss, this the optional boss in Agrabah was. So yeah, I I'm used to having dodge roll. I'm used to having other techniques that I'm not having now. It's very annoying. I'm sure everyone who's played games like this, who's played any game, knows what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm not the only one, right? And right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. See, that's, I could see myself. That was close. I would have been so pissed if I did that. So angry with myself if I had deleted that file. Alright, so back to the beginning. Level 1. Awakening. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean... Alright. Don't be afraid. Don't forget. You know, it's kind of funny. You only fight this boss one time, but he's a very iconic one because he's the first. Boom. Yeah, tech points. I'll get into those some other time. I gotta admit, it took me like 2 or 3 tries to learn how to do that the first time. I mean, I was a kid, so it also took me a while to learn how to climb up his arm. Yeah. Yeah, pretty easy. He's definitely he's definitely not hard. But yeah. I guess the hardest part about this fight would be the fact that he calls those little like rabbit shadow things. They're just called shadows, but I always thought they looked like rabbits. I mean, who else agrees with me on that? Alright. Alright. Gonna get through this cutscene real quick, and then gonna get through this cutscene real quick, and then I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna get off here and save.
Give me a break, Iris. Sorry, you lazy bum. I knew that I'd find you snoozing. black thing swallowed me up. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't. Ow. Are you still dreaming? It wasn't a dream. Or was it? I don't know. What was that place? So bizarre. Yes, sir. Say, Kyrie, what was your hometown like? You know, where you grew up? I told you before. I don't remember. Nothing at all? Nothing. You ever want to go back? Well, I'm happy here. Really? But you know, I wouldn't mind going to see it. I'd like to see it too. Along with any other worlds out there. I want to see them all. So what are we waiting for?
Hey! Aren't you guys forgetting about me? So, I guess I'm the only one working on the raft. And you're just as lazy as he is.
So you said it. Okay, we'll finish it together. I'll race you.
Huh? What? Are you kidding?
Ready? Go!
Oh yeah, I don't think I explained this. The reason I, instead of doing Persona like I talked about in another video, which, I don't know, I guess it's because Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be coming out not too long from now. And then there's going to be another, like, in-between story, like Kingdom Hearts 2.8, I think it is. And it's going to have some other details. And it's going to have some other, like, side stories. And a supposed continuation of Birth by Sleep. I guess it's because all that's going to be coming out soon, and it's going to be like finishing up the story, that I'm going back to. I wanted to go back and play the other ones. So yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead, before I talk to her, I'm going to go ahead in here, the Seaside Shack, and save the game. And this video is 20 minutes. I mean, it's going to take forever. So I'm just going to make a couple of videos and upload them. I'm just going to go ahead and make a couple of videos and upload them. So yeah. Here we go. Later. And share, like, and subscribe.